Brandon Split here from thirstgym.com, and today we're talking about an exercise called the side bend off the GHH or back extension. All right, for this exercise, you're going to want a 45-degree back extension machine. I like to call this a GHH or glute hamstring hyper as well, because I really think a back extension is a bad term for the exercise that you normally do on this, but that's besides the point. What we're going to do here is we're actually going to get in the machine sideways. And so you can do two different weight things here with your feet. You can have your top leg, so in case the leg towards the ceiling, actually on top, or you can actually have it backwards. Really, it's not that big of a deal. You could make some cases from the pelvic mechanics, but I'm not going to go that far deep into this. Do whatever's comfortable for you, and if you happen to have questions of why you would do one, I'll just answer that in the comment section below. But personally, I like my top leg here towards the ceiling on top, and then we're going to be on our side. And then we're going to be holding a plank position here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lean sideways here, get as long as I can, and then contract my obliques and side bend up from this position. Now, I probably need to drop this a little bit for myself personally. I didn't adjust it. That way I can get over a little bit more. But the key thing here is to get as long as I can and then come back up to that neutral position. Now, we can also take our hand, put it on our head. That will make it a little bit more difficult as well. We can put our hands across our chest. You can do that as well. If you want to add load, you can hold a dumbbell or a weight here. That way you actually have some external load here, or you can hold a dumbbell or plate here at your chest. Plenty of different ways to load it. The reason I like this exercise for many people is that getting that side bend action is usually pretty hard. You usually think of like a kettlebell or a dumbbell, or you're usually doing like a side plank, but actually getting some flexion and extension laterally can do great things for, in terms of one, reducing low back pain, improving trunk strength, getting that QL to lengthen. That is usually a muscle that takes a lot of grunt in terms of heavy lifting. So by doing this, we can again get that in a lengthened position. We can also obviously improve our trunk strength, and then overall just improve rib mechanics as well as going side to side, because whenever we do anything, we are actually moving side to side and rotating. We're moving in all ranges of motion just in general gait cycle. So this is a great way to also improve that. And I think this is an exercise that for many people, getting long in that lengthened position in the bottom and then getting a good contraction, one, you can really feel your QLs and your abdominals, especially your obliques, actually the next day, versus like doing a normal side bend, so to speak. So not that there's anything wrong with that exercise, just a different way to be able to perform that motion using your body weight or adding extra load as well. I like using this in a couple different ways. One, I like doing it as a warm-up. I think it's a great way before you go to squat, deadlift, or do something athletically. It's a good way to move side to side, especially if you have, like I said, tight QLs or a cranky low back. That's a good way to get things warmed up before you actually go to do something heavy and hard. It's also just a great abdominal exercise you can put towards the end of your training program or superset it with something. You can do it for body weight for as many reps as you can for a couple sets. You can also do it with load. If you're doing it with load, I really like sets of 10 to 15. I don't like to go too crazy heavy here, but I do like to make sure to add some load and stay in that 10 to 15, maybe 20 reps. That's how I go with load. And then obviously you're going to do both sides for a couple sets. So use this exercise. I think it's highly underrated. I think a lot of people think it's bad for your back, or it's not. It's going to make you bulky on the sides. That's all kind of nonsense. It's going to make you incredibly strong and resilient. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.